All right, so yesterday was my birthday. I turned 36, which is unbelievable to me. My 20s flew by, partied a lot. Now I'm going on the second half of my 30s, which is mind-blowing to me. I'm accepting of it. It is what it is. The youth is wasted on the young, but I was thinking maybe longer than 15 years, but I haven't went a birthday or at least a weekend near my birthday without drinking in 15 years, easily since I was 21, possibly even before that, because in high school, definitely I was drinking, and I don't know exact time frames, but at least 15 years, possibly longer, since I was 21. I would either drink on my birthday or a weekend near my birthday if I had to work for my birthday, or I would have, a day off for my birthday or the day after, and I would drink them. But in all of my sober sprees, I have always done it near like the middle to the end of the year. Like I've been sober between August, September into the end of the year, and this time my sobriety date's like September 4th or 7th. I lie, August 7th, sorry. Yeah, the end of last summer. So August 7th will be a year. So I always do the longer sober sprees near the end of the year. So like I've never done it through my birthday really. Now that I've thought about it, the 2, 3, 4 month stints I've done. Now I'm about to hit 8 months. Yeah, 8 months here within next week, which is awesome. And it's my birthday's passed. I didn't drink. Cravings weren't crazy. Turn my mic up a tad bit here. Cravings were not crazy. A little rougher than normal. Like it hit me a little bit more than normal. It's like a psychological thing. My birthday was always like get smashed. People would take you out for drinks, this and that. You know what I mean? And then like FOMO was there a little bit. Like I'd love to celebrate, and I am. My girlfriend and I been having. I agreed to like a 3-day cheat binge with my diet, so I'm going to be eating like a pig, and then I'm going right back on my low carb. But I might gain a few pounds. But yeah, we have plans for the whole weekend. My family's taking me out Saturday, so that's cool. But like, there is a bit of a FOMO and a bit more of a craving, but nothing overwhelming, nothing crazy like it is your first month of sobriety. But it's definitely, it's there. Like I always say, it's the monkey on your back. It's always creeping. But I wanted to make a video because I was never sober Q1 or really 2Q of the year, because you have 4th of July, you have all these holidays, St. Patrick's Day. I think I have like had little 3 to 4 week stints before through some of these, but yeah, definitely not around my birthday. So 15 plus years, possibly even more, like 20. I don't know, but 15 for sure. And it feels good to not celebrate with drinking. It's always a reason. Negative, positive, win, lose, birthdays, celebratory events, holidays, 3-day weekends, always a freaking reason, man. And I'm so sick of it, and I'm glad I can sit here responding to my girlfriend. And it feels so good to like be like, thank God, being productive. I'm making these videos. I went into work for inventory. I have had my entire evening. I got out early, and then I have a 3-day weekend for Easter, Good Friday next week. Things are going good. Work can be a little rough, but I'll get through it. But yeah, I'm happy. It's Friday. We're going to have another sober weekend. I hope you are as well if you're maintaining sobriety, but I just wanted to get through it. I was going to make the video yesterday, but I did work 10 hours. I was a bit tired, and I'm feeling a little sluggish from I'm going to have this 3-day, diet bender where I'm eating whatever I want. It definitely takes a toll on you. So we're going to get back on track with that Sunday. but we're going to have fun. And I definitely over carb load. That's one of the negative things. I'll overeat. And yeah, it'll be fun, but man, does it make me feel sluggish. I mean, a normal diet, like the processed food and sugars, when you're off of them and you like have these cheat days, man, it wrecks your body. It's really not healthy, processed sugars and all that stuff. But my Lord, is it ever good and tasty. But anyways, I just wanted to let you know it's another milestone for me. And I want to just document all this and keep talking, even if it's like reiterating some of my previous videos. I want to branch off and really hit subsects and different topics off of my old content too. So I'm sorry if I sound repetitive, but I just want to sort of really touch base with off-ball things I say in certain videos and branch off from them. But and definitely milestones, because I want to prove to people, like, if I can do it, anyone can do it, okay? And I know a birthday is a hard time. It's a little hard for me. Now, say I would have started getting sober in January or February or beginning of March, because my birthday was yesterday, it would have been drastically harder for me. Since I have a decent amount of sober time, it's not affecting me too badly. But I've been, playing some deep songs today, and my birthday was yesterday, and it's Friday, and it's all coming together. I had a long work week. I had to go in because I'm basically a supervisor on the floor. I had to go into work when everyone else was off to do inventory count, and I'm like, man, drinks would be good tonight. The song, everything coming together, that trigger hit, and I'm like, it ain't gonna happen. I got too much to lose. Like I said, you build that foundation, so you don't want to ruin that foundation, right? But that monkey was there today a little bit. And I'm going to talk about it when it happens. But I know it's there and I'm aware of it. You can't let it creep up on you. So yeah, another milestone hit. I am super eager to get through the summer. July 4th will be hard, but I'll live. Usually if it hits midweek, I got to work anyways. I've missed work because of July 4th. Because I have off that day for the holiday. This is years ago, right? I had a perfect attendance for a year this time around, but I've definitely drank because I'm off July 4th, and that's when the celebrations are. Then you go back to work, say it falls on a Wednesday, and I've called off the next day. I've done that before. Not this year, buddy. These holidays aren't going to faze me, but July 4th is a tough one. It's another midsummer. That's another holiday I got to get through because my sobriety date's August 7th. So July 4th is another hurdle I'm going to get through. But that's literally, the thing is, that's a month away from my 1 year. There's no way I would mess that up. I'm hitting a year. I know I will. I don't care. I couldn't imagine waking up with a hangover and having my girlfriend upset, my family upset, and throwing away almost a year. I'm double my longest sober time. Like, that is so important to me. And I know in my heart I'm not going to fail this time. And plus, I've been making this content for everybody, and I don't want to look like a hypocrite because I've seen people do that. They relapse or they drink, and then they look like a hypocrite, and then their content turns into like, I drank again, or why I'm moderating drinking now. And this isn't going to be all my channel is, but my content's very heavy centric on this because it's my first year. At 2 or 3 years, I'd still love to be making sobriety content, but I want to document my first year specifically, and I want to really touch base on everything I possibly can for you guys and myself, because this is therapeutic for me too. And this content will whittle away a little bit, but I always want to come up with new topics and new strategies and new tips and talk about situations for you guys to let you go through my archive that I'm going to build with this, because I held off for years. When I was sober before, I knew it wasn't going to last. I had video content made and I never uploaded it. And this time was different. When I hit past 4 months, I knew it was true. And that's why I started uploading. And I knew this would hold me to a higher accountability, because some of you have honestly thanked me, and you tell me you love this content. You like how it's organic. I could edit it and stuff, but I'm not going to do that. You like how it's organic and raw and to the point. And it's something about an average dude working, you know, blue collar work, overcoming things. And I think you guys like that about it. And it's therapeutic for me too. And I've been thanked by you guys. I have people that have watched all these videos, and I only wanted to help one person. I just wanted to document my stuff and get it out there and be held accountable. And a lot more people than I expected have been thanking me. And I know there's the videos they could get no views. It wouldn't bother me. I've been uploading content for a while with very little viewership, and it doesn't bother me. I don't care if it's 1 million or none. But the videos, sobriety content gets several hundred hits for me. I know there's content creators that probably they have a big community. I got to continue to grow the community, and I want to do live streams down the line and build a foundation around this too. And I feel like there's a lot of people watching that aren't commenting, and they're sort of sober lurking. Like I know there's some active drinkers that post, but a lot of people that post are like actively seeking sobriety, and they're trying to do it and implement it. But I think there's a lot of people wondering, and they're scared, and they're fearful of it. And this is another video topic. So sorry if I repeat myself in these videos, but I like to jot down bullet points and then make videos on them later. Like that's a good one. Like people that are active in drinking, just lurking and wondering. Because I was one of those people on the stop drinking forums and looking at sobriety content. I remember watching sobriety content drunk, just wishing like, why can't I do this? Why can't I be that? I remember being blasted looking at sobriety content or watching like intervention and trying to like be like, wow, this guy's worse than me. Like, why do I want to be this way? Why do I want to do this? You know, in a way that was sort of like, it was a way to like ease my drinking. Like, oh, I'm not that bad. I don't drink a fifth every day. You know, that was another side of it. But I also was like, man, like trying to drown myself in content to be like, man, wake up. Like, why, what do you get out of this? Right. I would do that. So I feel like there are people out there lurking that are fearful, and I was there too. And hopefully they take that step, because it's not easy, and people that don't understand it will never understand it. It is a huge mental battle, and for some people it's a very physical battle. People that are physically dependent and stuff, I can't speak on that, you know, and I'm very grateful that I was never to that point. I may not be around if I was, you know what I mean? But people lurking, I hope you interact. I hope you take that step. It's not easy. It's a battle. It's weird. It's like the most simple decision not to drink, right? Don't put a bottle to your mouth. Don't put a mixed drink. Don't put it to your mouth. But up here, it's chaos with it. It's torment. It's chaos. It is. And I'm telling you, time will ease that. And I didn't really get that every time I was sober, even for a month or 2 or 3 or 4. Every time I'd relapse, it was sort of like, oh, I'm good. I can moderate now. Or, oh, whatever. I'm mad. I'm drinking. Like, I don't do that anymore. Like, you learn through failure, right? That ain't happening to me. I've been very upset in the past couple of months, and I haven't drank. So I'm very happy. And the more you do that, the more experience you have under your belt. And I'm rambling again, like always. Some of you guys like that you like when I continue to talk, and that's cool. But yeah, I'm losing my train of thought. That foundation and experience and saying no over and over gets you better at it in any situation. Discipline and willpower, you get stronger, and people just have never done it to an extent where they can feel that being relieved of it. You know what I mean? You think it's just never going to go away, but in reality, 4, 6, 8 months, it gets easier and easier. It really does. Staying sober now is drastically easier from 3 months, and 3 months was drastically easier from 1. But I'm telling you, to me, after 4 months, which was a big psychological point for me, it became drastically easier. I hit 120 days several years ago, and I drank. And I could not hit that again. I got the 3 months. I got the 2 months. I got back to 3 months. I did it over the years and I never could hit it. And I gave up every time. And once I got past it, it was a very big psychological hurdle for me. And once I got past that 120 days, and now that I'm past 240, it's like I crushed it, man. I did it. And I know what it's like to not get there and to wake up and be like, wow, I'm back to day one. How am I dealing with this, with that headache? That headache is something that hangover and anxiety and that headache I would get for like 2 or 3 days. I do not forget that. And there were times I'd forget about it. I'd be like, oh man, I feel great, man. This hangover ain't gonna do crap to me. I'd drink the same way. I'd get drunk quicker because my tolerance was lower. I'd wake up the same way. No matter how good you feel, how long you're sober, you're going to wake up with a hangover every single time, okay? That doesn't change. That was one of my faults, and that's another topic as well. That hangover's always there. I remember almost testing it like I was a scientist, like, oh, well, I'll get drunk tonight, and I have 2 months sober, and, already had a few drinks. Let's see how I feel tomorrow. I'll feel fine, right? You may not feel as bad as when you're drinking every weekend to excess, but it's still bad. It's never easy. I never woke up after a sober sprint failing and was like, oh, this ain't bad. Shrug it off. Let's go drink again next weekend. It was always like, oh my God, why did I do that? Every time. And once you remember that, it's like touching fire. I don't want to touch that again. I don't want to get burned. I don't want to go through that. I have a fear of that morning waking up and going, oh my gosh, I feel like trash. I can't believe I drank again. The shame, the pity, the anxiety, all that. That's all I'm going to say. You have to really train your brain. That's how you're going to defeat this, okay? And there's a statistic, I guess, in recovery in AA, I guess 5% of people actually recover. In my mind, it was always like every perpetual sober spree, maybe you have a 5% chance. So if you keep trying sobriety, eventually it will stick. Or if that statistic's just across the board, 5 out of 100 people that drink to excess will ever get sober. That's scary. That's a 95% failure rate. That statistic, I've heard it. It's probably a real statistic. I'm not believing in that. And if it is a real statistic, I'm the 5%, baby. I want to be the 5%. And if I drink, I'm never going to say it's over because it's a constant battle. I'm never going to say I'm never going to drink again. But I want to be that 5%, okay? And I would love to sit here and go, I'm sober for life. But it's a constant thing, okay? It's still a battle. I wish I never knew alcohol. I know everyone with substance abuse says that. They wish they've never touched that first pill. They never injected that heroin. They never did this. They never did that. If you don't know about it, that's why I haven't done cocaine, harder drugs. You know what I mean? Because if I don't know about it, I don't have to crave for it. I'm sure I would love a lot of other drugs. I'm sure all of us would. Even your most sober person, if they dabbled with certain drugs, they'd probably like it. But repercussions, right? Anyways, this video is almost 20 minutes, and it's a good talk. And yeah, we're trucking, baby. We're 4 months away. End of the summer, I hit my year, and that's a lot of people out there can't go more than a week or 2 weeks. So I'm very proud of myself. And you all out there fighting the good fight, I'm proud of you. And if you have a couple years, I hope I'm coming for your time. Like, I hope I'm going to, hit that time as well. Not coming for your time, but I'm coming for where you are right now. And you guys, at 2-3 months sober, come for my current time. Hit that 8 months, that 1 year. It's not a challenge. I don't look at people with 4 years of sobriety as any better. I feel like they know it's easier for them, and I know how they got there. I can see it and I feel it with my own experience. And I know people that are at a few weeks, a few days. I know the struggle they're going through too. It's not a competition. It's just a number. I don't really agree with tracking your time fully. I don't even track. It's not like every day I tack a day on and count. I go by the months. I know when I hit my year. And that's all I track. Some people don't agree with tracking your time. Some people do. I'm not going to argue about it. I go by the months. I like to know my sober time. I know some people are like, if you dwell on it, you're going to be destined to drink again. Well, everyone has an opinion. It is what it is. But anyways, take it easy. Much love.